Hello, we're learning to play A Walk in the Woods, one of the exercises from the Trinity Grade 4. 3 videos here for you to use. First one is going to be the left hand. It's just quite nice just to get the left hand part going on this. Then the second video, surprise, surprise, the right hand. And then in the third video, we're going to bring it hands together. Now, Walk in the Woods, it's adagio, which means slowly. And there's quite a bit of pedaling here. So the general rule with pedaling is when the harmonies change, so in other words, when you move from one chord position to another, you need to re-pedal with nice overlapping pedaling, which basically means keep the pedal on until you've started the new bit, and then as you start the new chord, you just bring the foot up and down to restart. I say just, it's easier said than done. This is something we've been working on in class, but just to remind you the importance that the pedaling overlaps rather than having a little gap between each phrase. So, let's have a look at the first bit. It's all in C major as well. First of all, we start with a bit of a C major arpeggio. Here it is. With the fingering and everything you might do. We're going to use 4 maybe down the bottom there. You could use 3. It's up to you really. So 4 or 3 there, doesn't matter. So you walk up, and then you cross up to the D with your second, and back to the C. And you do that twice. So I'm going to put the pedal on this time, so. Now I'll show you what I mean. Start the next chord, re-pedal. Now we're going to move down to an F position. Now there's no third going in this chord, so you're going to go F, so don't put the A in, make sure the next note is C with your second finger, then another F, and cross a 2 over, and then bring your thumb round like that. I'll do that one again, so starting on an F, F, C, F, G, A, and the next phrase is almost the same, but ends on A flat. Now slightly different fingering, 3, 2, okay. So I'm going to go back over our first line. So remember, your first chord is a C chord with the E down the bottom. But when you go to the F chord, you're not going to have that A, you're going to go straight to the C. Okay, so here we go. So it goes left hand. I'm going to re-pedal. Getting a little bit louder down to the F. Don't put the A in. And hold. Same again. But ending 3, A flat. And then for our next bit, drop down to a low C, and we got C, so no E going in this chord, just straight to the G, and then on to C, and hold, and back to the C. So it's 1 and 2, 3, 4, like that, okay? 1 and 2, 3, 4. Then up to a G position, similar idea, but just stop on the thumb. And then your very last phrase, it's all based on a C major arpeggio, but we're going to leave some notes out and there's some little extra in. So I'll show you how this one goes. Starting on the low C, C, G, C, cross over your 4th finger and include the D as well, then the E, then go to the G, then the C, then a 2 over, then a D, and an E. So it is an arpeggio, but it's got some extra Ds thrown in. So at the beginning, 4 over, so you might want to go back over some of that, but when you're ready, if I play the whole thing slowly for you now, including all the pedaling, and you'll notice looking at the music, you re-pedal every bar, but remember, re-pedal just after the first note of each bar, and make sure the note stays held whilst you're doing the re-pedaling, because there's a tendency for as the pedal comes up, for your hand to come up as well, but you've got to keep the note down, do a quick up down with your pedal, just to keep that nice even sound overlapping. So starting quietly, it goes, pedal on, same again, re-pedal, down to F position, re-pedal, and hold, same again, end on A flat, down to the C, hold your thumb, back to the little finger, up to the G position, and hold, move your hand down, getting quieter. So just looking at the dynamics, we'll talk more about this in the final video when we bring it together. But it says tranquillo at the beginning, which surprise means tranquilly, and it's quiet. It does go up to mezzo forte, but then it drops down to quiet, and then down to very quiet pianissimo. So just be aware of those as you play the left-hand part. Here's the left-hand part one last time. A little bit louder, mezzo forte.